So hello guys, Wednesday the 29th, 29th day doing this. We're nearly there, as I say in all of these videos. And what I want to do is we're going to continue today with this week of reflection, okay? Because so far you have done amazing. Now you've proved things like honesty, integrity, discipline, all of these things, and you should genuinely be proud of yourself. Now, to continue the theme of reflection, what we're going to think about today is how has this gone versus how you thought it would go? What is the reality of not drinking versus what you thought at the beginning? And it's important that you're honest with yourself. And as I say, this is a reflection week, and I need you to be honest. Like, maybe you found it a lot harder, maybe it's not as exciting as you thought, but generally people find that it's actually easier than they thought. And as I say, with all of these, I'm not saying it is easy, but a lot of people feel that it's impossible. But you've seen that the process is simple, especially if you've made it this far. And think about where your high points have been in this journey. Now, the people that I work with, and generally my audience is male, not all of them. So if you're a woman watching this, then I'm going to be quite sort of male centric in this. But how have you been? Have you been a calmer man? Have you been a better husband? Have you been a better father? Have you shown up more? Do you think that you have been more patient? Have you been less confrontational at work? Have you been more honest with yourself? Because I find, and I know, having worked with a lot of drinkers and been, a heavy drinker myself, is that there's quite a large degree of dishonesty around the amount we're drinking. So we're not that honest with ourselves, and we tend to bury our head in the sand. And when you remove alcohol, it creates this sort of uncomfortable zone, as initially, where we're kind of forced to face a lot of these things around how much we're drinking and maybe how much of an a-hole we're being at times. So I'm hoping that you've noticed a much better version of you that has been showing up, and I want you to kind of reflect on the positive things that have happened to you as a person. Now, I found that when I stopped drinking, I had a lot more kind of emotion. I was dampening a lot of emotion. So I would find that I became very overly emotional. And I don't mean volatile. I mean, I would get upset at things, and I would feel sad about some things. I even, I'm not really a crier. I think I've cried about, 10 times in my life, if that, and probably 5 of those was when I was quitting drinking. So I would find that I would be upset about certain things and things that had happened, and it's easy to kind of go back to the drink because it's a hiding place. It's a solace, isn't it? It's kind of like you slam the door, lock the door, bolt it, and just have a drink, and all of that just kind of stays over there. And especially as men, we like to put emotions in a box, and just think, right, I'll deal with that later, and then 3 years later we just explode or fall over or something. So it's not a very healthy way to live, as we know, but alcohol allows you to live like that for many years. And as I've always said, alcohol works. That's why we do it. But the problem is it works until it doesn't. And when it doesn't, that's when you're in kind of deep shit. And I want to get ahead of that. I want you to get ahead of that before the wheels really fall off this, okay? So anyway, relatively short one today, but just think about the positive things that are happening to you, and perhaps the positive, or the person that you are growing into, the better father, the better husband, the better mother, the better wife, whatever, insert the blank. Comment below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you're struggling. Let me know you know, if I can help you. If you want to click that link in the pinned comment, it'll take you to a video where it'll show you how it'll be if we work together. But anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you tomorrow.